Okay, here I am. Let's wait for a couple people to join. Man, my laptop is not liking this. It is whirring like crazy. I don't know why. It's just Pikmin. Okay. Now let us begin Pikmin 2, Rise of the Revenge. That's the name of the game, right? And I am not doing this on an emulator, I am doing this on the actual hardware, and it feels great. Had a long day at work, so I get to enjoy it with one of my favorite games that I love to hate. I love Pikmin. I love Pikmin 2. But dang, this game is too hard for its own good. We're gonna erase this since not much time has been spent on it. Which means, yes, we're gonna have to suffer through the Hocotate ship, or as I call them, thanks to PB and Jeff, Bananigans, has constant ramblings that just don't stop. I think this is the first Pikmin content since Titan to Evil, but it won't be the last. See. I'm sorry, folks. I know you all probably love the opening cutscene or whatever. But the more we focus on this, and the gameplay is already going to be slowed down enough, thanks to the ever-present tutorial. Basically, if I keep that going, we're not going to see a lot of progress here. So let's see what we can do. That was close. I have averted a crash landing, blah blah blah. This guy talks a lot. You're all cool with me skipping the constant ship dialogue, right? Sure hope so. I won't find out until it's too late, because there's like a 5-second delay on the stream. Hey look, it's the Pikmin. The red ones. What's your favorite Pikmin out there? Mine's the white one. I don't know, I just like their glowing red eyes, and I think their powers are cool without being broken like the purples. The purples have a lot of problems, I mean, come on. I think we all know that, though. Gotta reposition the sensor bar here, it's a little too low. There we go. Attention, I'm interrupting the action once again. Hey, hey, pay attention. Go here, pick this up. And go quickly. Oh, that's right, we don't have an onion. 15. Oh, Louie, that's right. Louie. I always like to play as Louie before we get the president here, because, you know, we can play as the president whenever we like. But we're never going to be able to play as Louie again. Once he gets left behind and once we repay the debt, that's it. We're kind of screwed. So we can throw these over. Full disclosure, I've not played this in ages. So, let's see if I can figure it out. Louie, that odd object is an onion. We already know that. This first stream's probably going to have a lot of this tutorial crap, but then we're going to get to fun things like the submerged castle or the subterranean complex. And all the misery will be cherished. By you, I'm sure, because I do not like playing those ones. I mean, I kind of like playing Submerged Castle, but Subterranean Complex drives me crazy, especially with that man at legs. Oh man, this Shenanigans just keeps talking, doesn't he? See, I loved PB and Jeff when that was out, but man, that Pikmin 2 playthrough drove me nuts. First of all, when they were in the Subterranean Complex, they didn't even finish it. And then secondly, they just stopped after they reclaimed the debt, and apparently it was because the series wasn't doing well, so on the one hand I understand. But come on, guys! And now we're never gonna get the end of it because PB and Jeff is over and is never coming back thanks to, well, PB and Jeff focusing more on their Twitch streaming instead of that show. It's a real shame. I thought they had great chemistry. They were one of my favorite Let's Play channels, and normally I'm kind of picky with those. So, yeah, make of that what you will. Viewing Olimar's report, blah blah. Attack! We don't have the Pluckaphone yet. Yes. Procreate. Reproduce more Pikmin. Get ready to fire the load. And I've also learned since playing this game for the first time, do Subterranean Complex before you do Submerged Castle, because the Stellar Orb is key to being able to see the Water Wraith and where he's coming from. But we don't have to worry about that quite yet, do we? When I see here someone says they don't know what PB and Jeff is, that was Peanut Butter Gamer and I believe Space Hamster. They used to have a Let's Play channel that they did for 4 years or so. They were great. I really miss seeing their stuff, but you know what? They don't want to do it anymore? Then they don't have to. Just fine. Okay, so I'm missing a few. Did I miss a pellet posy somewhere? How much is this again? I know I don't have nearly enough to carry that right now. I just want to see how much it is while I look for the flower. Oh, yep, there they are. There they are, right up there. Alright, hey, fools, come here. Minions. Fire ants. I guess that's what you're based on, because the Pikmin are based on ants and you guys are fire. Must I draw you a picture? So the Pikmin community apparently has kind of declared the reds in Pikmin 2 to be the yellows of Pikmin 1, essentially. I kind of explained that weird. But in Pikmin 1, the yellows were kind of the least necessary. Their lightweight stuff didn't really come into play all that much. There was no electricity, and the Bomb Rock stuff was kind of arbitrary. And when the Bomb Rock stuff wasn't happening, you really didn't need them. And so in this one, it's kind of the same. Outside of fire, you don't need the red ones because you have the purples. And the purples can destroy anything, so it does not matter how many reds you have, so long as you have enough to get through the fire, you're good. There's no boss you need them for either. I guess Fiery Bullblacks is the closest you come, but even then, that's one creature out of, how many are in this thing, 80? Captain Olimar, blah blah, carrying on with random stuff. Here we go. Pick up this Dwarf Bulborb. I guess we may as well get some more on here, help them go faster, and then the rest of you can work on this Duracell battery. We're making effective use of our time, and Olimar can just stand there and pretend he's helping. I guess they're going for the long dramatic carry up here. And since we don't have a ton of people watching, I'm gonna treat you guys to a little bit of a Media Memento spoiler thing. Not only are we working on new Pikmin videos here, But we also, coming up, have Versus the Network 2023 Part 1. That's right, we're not doing one Versus the Network month this year, we're doing two. One in April, and then one in November. I'm pretty excited to see how it plays out. I think you guys are going to like it. We've got some unconventional choices this year, especially in November. But still, unconventional usually turns out well for this series, considering that Alf, Weird Al Show, and My Name is Earl are some of the most loved in the whole series. Okay, we got 10 now. We're off to get the battery, the wonderful Battery of Oz. So what'd you guys think of that Frankenhold video that came out today? Providing you watched it. It's doing pretty well, so yay, Masters of Fate have 2 victories under their belts. Masters of Fate, man, like, I'm scared every time I tell them, hey guys, this month's submission is open, are you guys ready? It's terrifying every time, because I don't know what they're capable of. They could change at a moment's notice. I enjoyed watching Frankenhold much more than the Cleveland show, though. Way more. Yeah, I agree. I love the product placement here in this, especially some of the weird names they give them. This one's not really a product, but the acorn, I don't know why. I love that they call it the seed of greed. I don't get it. It's probably a joke that's lost in translation, but I think it's funny, and I'm happy with that. And hello to everybody. Sorry if I'm not keeping super close attention on the comments. Keep commenting away, though. It's just a little hard to multitask sometimes with this stuff. Okay, friends. I'm just gonna push you along here. I know it doesn't do anything, but I just want to feel like I'm helping. Yeah, Courage Reactor. I wonder why they went with Duracell, not Energizer, because you know that Energizer probably would have wanted that label and wanted in on this mildly successful franchise at the time. Can't wait for Pikmin 4, though. I am gonna buy that. I don't know if on the day of, but most certainly within the first weekend. I am so excited to see those little Snagrets and the return of the Empress Bullblacks and whatever that crazy Disco Longlegs is. And I gotta find out why those Bulborb's eyes turned red at the end of the commercial. I have so many ideas, and I'm hoping I'm right. Here we are, Courage Reactor. Yes, very good. Ooh, found your first bit of treasure, and I'm not gonna read the rest. Sorry, Mr. President. Hello, Lydia Julian Power 8. I mean, you don't have to watch me at 3 in the morning, but you know what? I consider it a very high compliment indeed, and I thank you very much. I did, yeah, Thomas F. Wilson, he's in SpongeBob. He's the Strangler, he's Flats, and he's a few other people. Also, speaking of Thomas F. Wilson, he reinforces the very common thing in show business. The people that play the worst and most evil characters are the nicest guys. If you watch that guy in any interview, especially about Back to the Future when he was younger, he comes across as such this nice, genuine guy, especially when they were talking about firing Eric, the original Marty. And he's all panicky like, oh no, they're gonna fire me, I know I'm the problem. It's like, oh man, dude, you're Biff, I shouldn't feel bad for you, but I do. Dang it. Just shows how good of an actor he is, and it's a shame he didn't get any super big roles after it, but as long as he's comfortable with the royalties he gets and he's doing okay, then I guess there's nothing really to worry about. Alright, so I got some slackers here that aren't doing anything. I guess this one could use some extra. Alright, so I'm used to Kaizo Pikmin, that crazy ROM hack. So, not gonna lie, I was expecting to see a Bull Bear and a Gatling Groink here. And I'm so thankful that that's not the case. I don't think I'm ever really gonna play that. I'm gonna stick to watching Hef's live stream highlights, thank you. None of that for me. There we go. Was wondering what was taking them so long. There we are. An army of 35. I don't think I need this many to knock the bag down, but hey, doesn't hurt to have strength in numbers. And you better believe I'm going through the emergence cave twice. If those purple candy pop buds are only going to be around twice, then I'm going to take advantage of it right away. If I'm going to purple farm, I'm going to do it as early as possible. Come on. There we go. Now I squash him. Before we take on the big guy, gonna take this corpse, harvest the youth. Even though it's not actually the youth, that's actually a bread bug. Speaking of the bread bug, that's probably going to be one of the first ones we cover on the new Pikmology 101 series. Not necessarily after the Emperor Bullblacks, not really sure when, but definitely sometime, you can mark my words. That thing is so beloved by the fandom, I kind of gotta do it, you know? Otherwise, people are going to be really, really mad. I'm also definitely going to do the Burrowing Snagret. As much as I hate to fight those things, I also really love them because of their design and their mechanics. Pileated Snagret's going to be a footnote just out of sheer disrespect. I hate that thing. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Olimar, you go check on the bridge folks. How are they doing? Well, they're coming along quite nicely. Now we have enough for a swarm. Hello, newcomers. Got 18 additional ones here. Gonna get a bit of a wider view for this one. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't need to check on it because Bananigans here will comment on every single little action you do. It's not annoying. I promise. An army of 47, being number 47, and if you get that reference, you're automatically my friend. Swarm! There we go. I was afraid that wasn't going to work for a second. Yes, we need more friends, more allies. And then the rest of you can pick up this trash. I mean, valuable treasure. Do we not have enough? We don't have enough. Olimar, get in there. Help him. I guess you can go stand by the emergence cave. Watch for any, I don't know, Gatling groinks or bumbling snitch bugs or whatever comes across this place. Hey, you never know. This could be a ROM hack this whole time, and I could just be lying to you that I'm playing it on the Wii. Man, I forgot how slow these guys are. Olimar, may as well trigger the cutscene right now. Alright, so a little bit of viewer engagement time. What's your favorite boss in Pikmin 2 if you've played it? Personally, like I said, mine is the Burrowing Snagret, but Titan Weevil for story purposes and just the overall creativity of the mechanics, I'd say that's a close second. But what about you guys? I will read your replies as soon as this Bulborb gets harvested. And then I can comment on them and make fun of you. I'm just kidding, I'm probably not going to make fun of you. It's like I tell my friend Justice all the time, though. You know I care about you if I troll you. And it makes a lot more sense if you see, well, half the stuff I put him through. For a little while, I was having him test out some of my levels in my Mario Maker world that I'm making. Basically, I'm making a whole world, a whole super world, I guess, full of evil, trollish levels. And that guy's had a couple breakdowns while playing them. He's just losing his mind. I've gotten so many middle fingers. We love each other. We're good buddies. There we are. Yes, friends. Go, 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 go. I guess that's as many as we can have, and we don't have nectar, so everybody's going to be a bit slow. The boss from the ice stage in Pikmin 3. Oh, I forget. Was that... That wasn't the Behemoth Phosbat, was it? No, it was a Quagmire Club? No, that definitely wasn't it. It's the Bug-Eyed Crawmad. I think that's what it was. Right? Pikmin 3 is the one I know the least of. It's the only one I don't own. But I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. Alright, Olimar, you're gonna go take a bath. You're gonna stare at the gate, wondering what might be. See if we can, I know there's a way to get the camera, like, right behind him, and I don't remember how to do it. Because I want to see some of these enemies over here. Guess you're... Yeah, you're tilted just far away so that you can't see... Oh, no. I can see some, fiery blowhogs. There we go. Oh yeah, the Behemoth Phosbat. That's what it was. Okay. And yeah, the segmented Cropster I really like. It's a shame, though, that that thing is... It kind of feels like one of the more forgotten bosses in the Pikmin series. Like, unless we're talking about games where it's really important, like Pikmin Colossal Caverns, then otherwise, a lot of people don't really give it much thought, you know, because it only appears in or doesn't appear in challenge mode at all, I don't think. And it only appears in the main game once. So because of that, people just kind of look it over. But I always really liked it. I also really like the man at legs, although I hate fighting it. It's like one of those things where you're fighting a boss and you're thinking, oh, I hate you so much, but I also respect you just as much as I hate you. Beady Longlegs is great, of course. Again, Pileated Snagger can go screw itself. I don't care about that thing whatsoever. In fact, dare I say, I absolutely hate it. I also hate the Bulborb Larp. But everyone hates those. We don't really need beasts. So I'm not really going to go for them in the Emergence Cave here. I just want to get out of here to the fun stuff. Oh yeah, nothing beats the steamroller. Good old Water Wraith. And yes, we are absolutely doing a Pikmology video on that thing. Okay, so I guess we still have a few more extra resources to go pick up some of these beasts. There it goes. Goodbye. That is one thing that kind of bothers me about Pikmin 2, though, is that things happen during the cutscenes. So, for example, if you're fighting the Titan Dweevil, and he shoots off the monster pump or something, and for whatever reason a cutscene triggers, you're gonna have way less time to go save that Pikmin. You're kind of in trouble. And this is something that always confused me here. Wouldn't you think that the enemy carcasses would be worth considerably more than a 7-Up bottle cap or a Seed of Greed? It's an alien specimen. That's huge. That's worth way more than something made out of tin, I'm sure. Like, I know it's another planet and all, but still, come on. Am I the only one who thinks that's weird? It can't just be me, right? Citrus Lump. We have all our friends, we have all 62. One for each Goosebumps book. Oh yeah, that is a good point. The Cropster does get kind of overshadowed because the Water Wraith has a similar gimmick. Thanks, Not-So-Fism. And yes, I did hear what happened to Chris Chan.
Oh, Christian Weston Chandler. Sorry now, Christine Weston. Jesus Christ, son of chill. Is now free of incarceration of various deeds which do not deserve to be incarcerated.
And I hope that made your skin crawl. The whole point of this stream is to feel uncomfortable, not to have fun. Surprise! Little bread bug guys. Attack! Love that little vibration sound coming from the Wii. Because I have my sound effects turned off on the Wii remote. So it just has the vibration stuff going on. Right, let's see. Oh, I was going to try to see if I could throw a Pikmin into the Candy Pop Bud all the way from there, but no. Guess not. Oh yeah, I was just talking about Pikmin 4. I cannot wait. And I mean it. Like, I can't wait any longer. We've already waited, what, 10 years? I don't get why. I guess Pikmin's kind of a difficult series to make, maybe, because it's so detailed. But at the same time, come on, it shouldn't take that long. Oops. Let's get some of our purples. There we are. Yeah. Good old stocky boys with their weird hairs. Also, it took me way too long to realize that the mouths on the blue Pikmin, they're not mouths, they're gills. It took me way too long to figure that out. Yes, I know, my Pikmin fan license is officially going to be revoked. And for that, I'm so very, very sorry. Why do we only have 61? Where'd the other go? Reginald the Pikmin, where are you? Oh, there you go. It's trying to pick up one of those little bread bug fellas.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, exactly. Tunneled his way out with a Fanta bottle.
I'm gonna get myself some recharging with a good old Fanta. And I think it's a good leverage device in which I can use to escape back to the Solitude Temple.
One of the things that always gets my girlfriend is like when we're on our road trips and stuff and our long drives going to see some of my family down south. It's all quiet and I'll just go. She's like, "No, stop. No Christian." And then of course with that reaction it just encourages me to do it more. That's just the way things go. So the way I can kind of describe this is like a nicer version of Dan and Roseanne from, well, Roseanne. Because we like doing those little snipes at each other and kind of poking fun at each other, but nowhere near as mean. Nowhere near. Did I get into Pikmin? Well, I was really young and I was playing as Olimar in Smash Bros. And the series kind of interested me because from what I read, it was kind of unlike anything else I'd ever played. And, you know, I tried it, and of course, as most children do when they play Pikmin 1, I sucked at it tremendously. And only with time did I finally get good at the game and realize just how awesome it was. And in order to celebrate this, I played more of Pikmin 1 and 2 and, you know, got really immersed in the series. And then eventually, when the time was right, I went to Billy, who was the co-owner of the channel at the time, and said, "Hey, let's do some Pikmin videos. I got this one idea for this Titan Weevil character. He's the final boss in Pikmin 2. Let's make a video about it and explain all this detailed lore and stuff." And Billy hasn't played Pikmin. I don't think he's played it to this day. And, you know, I was telling him all this stuff, and he was going, "Man, this is really interesting. We should do this. I think people will love it." And they didn't. Titan Dweevil is one of our least successful videos ever on this channel. And it's a little rough. I speak a little too fast in that one and don't use enough punctuation. But the points I make still stand. And I think part of the reason why they didn't do well, aside from video game stuff, was we branded it as a character quest, which is a little hard to get into unless you know the channel a bit. And even then, Pikmin's already so niche that I love that purple one's just staring at the camera. And so we were kind of running that risk. And it didn't pay off. But now, with my cousin who's editing, he wants to do some more bite sized content, and I figured, hey, 3 to 5 minute Pikmin videos, why not? The Emperor Bullblax one is currently in production. No firm release date on that. Not sure when it's going to come out. But it's going to come out. I can promise you that much. Oh yeah, I forgot. The day ends immediately. We're going to Awakening Wood, which is definitely not an erection joke. That made me laugh. I thought that Olimar was from Billy Mandy. He kind of does look like Billy, but thankfully he's way more competent than Billy, because if Billy ended up on the Pikmin planet, he would have died in Pikmin 1. I don't even think he would have run out of oxygen. He just would have straight up gotten eaten by a Bulborn. A dwarf Bulborn. Yeah, I heard about Teletoon. It's a shame. I also heard about Christian Potenza being fired from the Total Drama reboot because sexual harassment allegations. I don't know if they're true. I don't know enough about the situation to judge whether or not it's true, but I will say if they are true, shame on him. And as for him getting replaced in the Total Drama reboot, if I actually cared about the Total Drama reboot, I would be upset. But I don't, so I'm not. Yeah, I agree. This is probably my favorite Nintendo series as well. Um, yeah, no, it is. I had to think about that for a second, think what else was out there. Yeah, this is it. Perps. Alright, my purple friends. Are you ready to break the game? Fire! Oh, you're not here yet. Fire! Stunlock. And now for this big fella. Let it down, let it down. There we go, that was easy. Really wish I had one of those old Staples buttons with the "now that's easy" catchphrase or whatever it was. Yeah, that was easy. For my old friend Spencer, for longtime people on the channel, he played Leo No Arms. He had one of those and we thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Oh, to be in 5th grade again. Back when that was a meme. Ooh, sheer grubs. Now, I don't remember if sheer grubs give you a lot, but I know sheer wigs give you a lot. Alright, come on, fellas. There we go. Perfect. Well, let's find out. There's one for each of you. One, one, one. Guess might as well get some reds on it. Gotta get a random assortment out. First of all, help this fella. There's one purple carrying that whole thing. Just not fair. Is instructed on the blah 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 blah. I know how to play Bananigans. I played the first game. Man, he just keeps talking. Why couldn't we sell him for treasure to repay the debt? We don't need him. Going into the Hole of Beasts, probably. Gonna see if I can get through this whole game on stream. Not this stream. I've got work in the morning. But I want to finish this whole thing on stream, and I'm planning to do Pikmin 1 with Justice, because he gives some great reactions. And I think he'll get a kick out of seeing a lot of the jump scares like Beatty. I think Beatty's gonna make him go like, what? It's gonna be great. You'll love it! You know what? Just to save myself some time, I'm gonna get all the reds out, so that way I don't have to spend some more time plucking. Man. I wish I had the pluck-a-phone about now. Man, I sure could go for 100 tacos right about now. I love that bit. I don't know why. It's dumb, it's simple, but it's funny. We are we missing one? We have 94 out of 95. Oh, whoops, that's not the right button. Okay, where is this fella? Oh, the blue Pikmin. That's why. Attack! Good old Swarmin. Swarmin' Norman. Okay. Oh, good, a black bramble gate. What's on the other end of this? Oh yeah, cloaking burronet. And then a creeping chrysanthemum as well. Ah, yes! Honey Wisp. No! Fine. No, it's back. Okay. Hang it. Ah, stop toying with me, Honey Wisp. Here we go. There we go. Yes. Yes. Can't wait till we get the purple berries, though. Someone here commented, yeah, the best ideas they came up with. Yeah, they're good. Purple berries, man, Shafrillis was right. Purple everything is broken in this. Alright, you need to get back to work. Man, they cannot get that one berry. Also, it's kind of weird that this has no monetary value, but the strawberry does. They're both alien fruits. What's the difference? And you can't say it's small either. There are treasures that are about this size. I'm trying to pluck this guy, not throw everybody. And of course, because of how important the purple sprays are, I am most certainly going to have to go purpleberry farming at some point. Those bitter sprays. You can't win without them. Oh, no, no, no. Did not mean to do that. Get back! Get back! There we are. Oh, we finally have enough. Good old spicy spray. And I'm definitely not going to use it in the Hole of Beasts. There's no real point. It's easy enough. Look, we already got some more. Then. Alright, friends. Oops. That was... okay, I just said I wasn't going to use it, but I guess I'm going to use it after all. I did not mean to hit that button. Well, oh well, we're getting more, so I guess it's okay. If we're gonna waste it, we're gonna waste it in style! There we go. Wasting it in style! Alright, Creeping Chrysanthemum, come on out! Really? You didn't get frozen? I don't think we've lost anybody yet, so I think we're doing okay. Still can't believe I wasted it. Oh, right. What's over this way again? Oh, yep, there's the Hole of Beasts. One, two, three, four, five. There's still that one berry, huh? Alright. Go on up. Good job, friends. Okay, Louis, you're gonna go... No, 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 no. You're gonna go over to the Hole of Beasts. Collect this group over here that seems to be doing their own thing. Trigger. Oh, I was trying to avoid triggering that cutscene. Oh well. Here we are. How many sprays we have? Still 0. So proud of myself. Here we are. Carrying this guy just for fun. He's my special friend. And now he's getting thrown. All the way up there. Okay, Hole of Beasts. Down to fight that Empress. Not right away. I think she's, what, Hole 5? Or Sub-Level 5? Okay, what kind of generation did we get? We don't have the treasure gauge either. What's that? Our first death will not be to a sheer grub. Especially not to the female ones. Not a sexist comment. They literally cannot hurt you. Because apparently, judging by their sprite artwork, they don't have any pictures. These ones do, the male ones. But the one thing they have in common is that they're both dead. Lamar, stand guard. Louis, do the work. Stone of Glory. I think that's all on the sub-level. That loops around there. So it should all be good. And now we're going back down. Hole of Beasts. What do we got? Okay, Olimar, do some scouting. Ah, yay! Oh, and I totally forgot to go back in the emergence cave. Oh well. So let's not get the flowers. Bring all you over here. Disperse you once more. Got a couple flowers in here. Nope. 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 Oh, there's one more. Nope. That missed. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. I'd always use more purples. And now, I'm gonna ask you guys another Pikmin question. What's your least favorite enemy in the entire series? Could be boss, could be common enemy. As much trash as I've talked on the pileated Snagret, man, the Gatling Groink. I mean every word I said in the Titan Dweevil video. I'm so glad that thing has only been invited to Pikmin 2. And if it comes back in Pikmin 4, I am not gonna be happy. Oh yeah, I forgot about the D-pad thing. That's right. That's right. Forgot about that. I knew I was missing something. Okay, reds. We're gonna need reds. What? How? Okay, so the Pikmin AI may be improved from the first game, but they're still morons. What do you think you're doing? Get over here! Don't run back into the fire! And now that red wants to be a purple. I'm gonna let Louie do this. This is a Louie job. Everyone get over here. And now everyone disperse. Come with me, reds. Ow. Alright, we don't have the Scorch Guard yet. Everyone come on in and grab this. Destroy, 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 Bill, destroy. No, I'm kidding. That never happened. There's no such show. Just like how there's no such show as, Out of Jimmy's Head. I only remember that that was a real thing because I was watching one of my VHS things, and then a commercial for that popped up. Oh, wow. Thank you very much, Joshua Goforth. A $19.99 super chat. Huge fan, and I actually found the channel in my recommended because of Moral Oral about a year ago. And I've been subscribed ever since. What a journey it's been. And now I get to watch you play one of my favorite games ever, lol. Well, thanks, Joshua. Well, first of all, thank you very much for the really generous donation. I super appreciate it. But I'm also really glad that you could, find some Moral Oral content that you really like here and just, have a good time here. It's also good to meet another Pikmin fan. And hey, if you're looking for more Moral Oral content, actually, after this stream, providing my vocal cords are not shot, I'm going to be recording our character quest on Stephanie Putty, which should be coming out in May. We've also got one for Coach Stopframe that's going to be coming out in April. So I'm hoping you're excited. Oh yeah, and thanks. I'm glad you liked the Frankenhole one too. I think I mentioned this a little bit early in the stream. I don't know who and all was there, but I wasn't sure at first. The Masters of Fate are very unpredictable with what they suggest. And it's not even that, like, they're unpredictable as to what kind of things they can come up with as a consensus. I mean, just in general, the kinds of things that they suggest are always wildly random. There is no way to tell what they're going to come up with. And so every single time I make the announcement, okay guys, it's time for another Masters of Fate thing, what are you guys gonna suggest? I'm always really scared, looking in the chat going, okay, what's it gonna be this time? Oh no, it's the Cleveland show! Yeah, I was not happy to find that that was the first one. I wasn't mad, I was more like, oh no, why? You guys are giving me $8 a month, you're supposed to be my fans, why do you hate me? Though there is that misconception out there that I hate Family Guy. I used to. Yeah. I don't like it now. It's just not my thing. I don't think it's well written. I think it's annoying. And I think that when Seth MacFarlane's gotten way preachier, the show's quality's gone downhill even further. It's like, man, I don't watch this kind of stuff to be educated. Or not even educated, just like proselytized to about political stuff. I come to get away from that crap. And trust me, this is someone who used to work in the political/government field for 5 years. It gets to you. It wears on you. That's why I don't work in it anymore. Oh, hey, there's a Bulborg friend. I didn't even see him there. Yeah, I've got lots of stories about working in that field. I'm not going to say who they were for, of course. Partially because I don't talk political beliefs or whatever on this channel, but also who it is isn't important. I may as well carry this spell. Yeah, I agree. Moral Oral's a very underrated show, and yeah, when I binged it, it took me places. I was not ready for Alone. Billy didn't warn me. Billy was kind of my guide going through this thing, and he didn't warn me that that was coming. I think I said in that video, but I'm gonna say it again. When I first saw Alone, I just kind of had to put the phone down because I was watching it on my phone, and I just stared into like nothing and out the window for I don't even know how long. I just had to process everything. Oh yeah, Ben the Looney commented on the Family Guy one. So I'm not gonna say much, but get used to hearing the name Ben the Looney because it's gonna pop up at least one more time coming up here soon. Man, I used to be a big fan of that guy back in the day. You know, I was young, I don't know, 11, 12, something. And when you're going through those kinds of times, you want to latch on to somebody. There's someone you're going to find online that's going to be kind of, I guess you could say, your hero, your inspiration, what have you. It's all kind of the same. Ooh, Empress Bullblacks, here we go. I only want purples for this one. And for me, that person was Ben the Looney. And I think part of it is because he had this really distinct personality that I like. I generally latch on to YouTubers, even now, that have a lot of distinct personality and style and all that. It's one of the reasons why I like Rowdy C from TV Trash, though that guy is terminally on Twitter. Anyways, and I think another reason was because, you know, I naturally agreed with him on most things anyway, so when I was younger, I was kind of thinking, wow, he's saying what I've been thinking and that no one else has been saying, not realizing that some of his opinions were actually the common conception. So, yeah, I mean, for a long time, I was a gigantic Ben the Looney fan, and I don't want to understate it. When I would jog, because yes, I would jog at 11 and 12, I'd listen to his Ben rants, Ben salutes, whatever. I'd listen to them constantly, I'd want to be like him. But then, as all things tend to happen, I, myself included, I grew up. And I kind of drifted away from his stuff. Coincidentally, right around the time when he was actually ending Ben Rants forever. Well, forever in quotes, because he keeps saying he ends it in forever, or he ends it forever, but then he goes back to it a couple years later, and it's never as good. I kind of feel bad for Ben now, CP stuff notwithstanding. Because that, I don't feel bad for him at all. Like, he walked right into that, and that is not okay. But the guy just doesn't seem to know what he wants to do with the channel. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't know what his career aspirations are. I kind of think he might need to be done. Because it's not making him happy, you know? After going through some YouTube struggles myself on my old channel, I'm kind of, I don't want to brag, but I'm kind of good at pinpointing when a YouTuber is not happy. Like Pie Guy Rules, for example. I knew that was coming from a long shot, like a mile away. For those who don't know, one of my other favorite YouTubers, Pie Guy Rules, recently retired. And he gave a very unceremonious community post about it, and a lot of people were like, man, no, that's a shame. I never knew you were going through this, and I was thinking, didn't we already know this? Pie Guy, I don't want to say he's been depressed, because I don't know. I never met him, I've never spoken to him. I would like to sometime, but considering that he's left the internet for good, I think that's a little difficult. Did I lose one? Oh, I guess I did. But it seems for the longest time he's been kind of in a bad spot. A lot of people were pigeonholing him into the SpongeBob stuff, and he clearly wasn't as into it as he used to be years ago. He didn't want to talk about Schneider's Bakery or anything anymore, and generally speaking, it didn't seem like he was all that passionate about cartoons, which is fine, you know? People grow up, people change their interests. It happens all the time. I mean, if it didn't, we wouldn't be changing majors all the time in college, now would we? Anyways, I could also tell that he was trying to get really experimental to find something that he was passionate about. And yes, I see a super chat here. I'm gonna read that soon. I'm on a monologistic rampage, as Bible Man would call it, and I want to finish up first. He was doing things like those award show audits and the recast, and man, people were... It's one thing to not be into it, but they were giving him a really hard time. an unjustifiably hard time. And it was all because it was not what they wanted to see. And you know, I get it. If you're dissatisfied with what a creator's putting out, they're not making something you want, okay, that's fine. But he was basically getting borderline harassed over it, and that wasn't cool. That, and also, from what the community post gathered, the revelation that Cosmodor was actually a monster, that really got to him. Because the two of them were actually kind of friends. And to find out that one of your friends was that, that'll get to you. That'll get to anybody. So yeah, that's my thing about Pie Guy Rules. I hope that wherever he's going, he's doing okay, and that, you know, above all, he should be happy. He's been suffering for, I don't know how long, 2 years now, 3 years now. He's been suffering for his art. It's time he gets a break. So yeah, there's a lot of people out there that I like, that I could talk a lot about, like TV Trash. One day, I really want to do a crossover with that guy. Problem is, though, is I don't know how to get in touch with him. There's Twitter and all that, but his DMs aren't open, so that's a little difficult. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. Attack. And what's this? This thing is dead? Okay, time to read the super chat. I'm very excited. It's again, by the way, $9 from Joshua Goforth. Again, very generous, and thank you so very much. I'm very excited about the character quests, almost as excited as Oral about church. I like that. Good one. And funny enough, my first introduction to the show years ago was God's Chef. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, God's Chef. Some people gave me flack saying that's not the worst episode. Yeah, I said it wasn't in the video. The worst one's Geniuses. But God's Chef, man, I'm sorry that that was your introduction to the show. I can't imagine, honestly. Although I will say, it's not the worst introduction. The worst introduction is what most people had to Moral Oral, because apparently Adult Swim, in their infinite wisdom, decided that the best episode to premiere the show with was the best Christmas ever. And for those of you who've seen the video I made about the best Christmas ever, you should know that that is not one you should start with. It is very lenient on the audience knowing a lot of the dynamics that have been set up before. So if you don't know the characters going in, that drama is not going to hit as hard. And also, it ruins the dramatic reveal. Part of the reason why Best Christmas Ever was such an impactful episode was because we weren't expecting that. You're going in expecting another episode like God-fearing or Waste, even. And then you get this. But then they took that away from everybody. And it gave them the wrong idea of the show. So when you go back to watch the other episodes, the ones that would air later, you're thinking, wait a minute, this is weird, this doesn't fit. Well, maybe that's because the last one was the pilot or something. And yeah, it was. Kind of. Not exactly. Anyways, man, those super chats, they get me on going for these crazy monologues here. And you know what? I'm not complaining, I'm having fun. And that's what these streams are all about. That and also Christmas spirit. It's not Christmas yet, but it's Christmas somewhere. Let's see, there's the cave. Where's the treasure? There's the treasure. Whee! Oh, yeah. I love Before... Wait, are you saying that people don't like Before Oral or people don't like Charity? Because I love Charity, and I can kind of see, I could kind of see people not liking Before Oral. I'll admit, I like it, but I'm disappointed with it. I don't know why exactly. Well, for one, I kind of wish it was longer, and two, I kind of wish that they kept a little bit more focus on Clay and Arthur's relationship. Also, I kind of feel that they wrote Clay a little weird. It wasn't bad, it just felt a little off. Like, he's a little too attentive of a father. And the whole point of the thing is that he's an inattentive dad and he's not doing a good job. But I kind of feel like Clay shouldn't care. So when Blibberta's nagging him, I feel like he just kind of tune her out, like in the Turn the Other Cheek episode when Oral's getting beaten up and he just like doesn't really care until the detergent budget thing is brought up. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I forgot Saberspark did a video about it. I don't really watch Saberspark. It's not because I don't like his content. Actually, far from it. I think he does a really good job. It's just not really something I tend to watch. He makes good stuff, and I really liked his Miracle Star video. I thought that was really well made. But just generally speaking, I don't have a lot of time to watch online creators in general. So I kind of have to be selective, unfortunately. But again, good stuff, good stuff. And he seems like a really cool dude, too. And hey, I'm definitely sure I'd enjoy his content now more than the Brony stuff. And no shade against Bronies either. You like what you like. It's just that, you know, I'm not one, so the kind of content wouldn't really resonate with me. Are Bronies still a thing? Because I know the show ended a little while ago, and the only reason I know that is because Chris Chan had a fit over it. But are there still Bronies? Is that a thing still? And I will admit that a lot of what I know about Bronies comes from either Ben the Looney or the Bob's Burgers episode about the Equesticles. That one scared my girlfriend because it was really creepy, I guess, but I liked it, so that's all that matters. I'm joking. I'm joking. Well, people don't like Charity. Okay, now that one I can't fathom. Is it because Oral is mean or something in it? Because, like, a lot of people don't like the mean-spirited stuff, kind of like what we mentioned in Love. And no, I didn't forget that Bartholomew was the second coming of Christ. It just didn't mention it, because that's not really relevant to why people hate it. But, Charity? Really? I thought everyone loved that one. It's one of the most famous. And it makes sense within the universe, too. I think that's actually one of the best ones in Season 1. Huh. The more you know. Oh, thank you, CJB. I appreciate it. Oh, and also, yes, you absolutely can make that video if you like. You don't need my permission. You can go right ahead. Also, what is G5? Because I guess someone's mentioning that there's a G5. Ben said that G4 was the current one. So what do they have going on now? Is it that Go Pony thing Chris Chan was upset about, or did they scrap it? Oh, no, I'm sorry. G5 is seasons 10 through 14, like he said, because he spoke to the real Princess Celestia Ludenberg, and apparently that's what's supposed to happen. And how much you guys want to bet that now that Chris is out roaming the streets in day-to-day life again, his main concern isn't... Oh, no, those are flowers, those are flowers, those are flowers. There we go, that's better. How much you want to bet that his main concern isn't, like, finding food or shelter or getting reunited with Sonchu? It's the fact that G5 is a thing. I'm willing to bet money that that is his first go-to response. Because you know Chris, even in the face of whatever situation he's in, it's always the last thing you'd expect to be his priority. Like when Julie, quote-unquote, is being held hostage by Max Movana, he cares about getting the PlayStation back. Here we go, white Pikmin, my absolute favorite Pikmin. And it just reminds me when my grandma would see me watching Pokemon, she'd call it Pokemon, and it always made me laugh. So weird. She never got it, and she still doesn't. But that's okay, it's not really made for her generation. Just like how Pokemon isn't made for my generation anymore. At least, not as much. I don't really pay attention to what goes on now in Pokemon. I kind of tuned out after Gen 5. Although I do know that Ash is leaving and Team Rocket's retiring in the anime, and you know, that's fine. They've kind of outlived their purpose. I thought I left a red behind. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. The hidden treasure. Go! Get as many white Pikmin on this one as possible. That way they go faster. I'm thinking when we're done with White Flower Garden here, it'll be it for tonight. But there will be more in the future. I love playing Pikmin 2, and I love talking with you guys, so it's a win-win. I always hate hitting these things because I have terrible aim. Did I throw some into the void? No. Oh, they're good. They're good. There, finally. No, don't hog it. Don't hog it. There we go. That was a close one. Wonder how far along that duct tape is. Hello again, also newcomer. Caught us right here at the tail end or something. I don't know how long the White Flower Garden goes. Is Louis here? Luigi. Orimar and Luigi. And if anyone is wondering, I have not played Hey Pikmin, and I honestly don't really plan on it. I've not heard good things. Whee! Why am I waiting for them to all be here with me? They go down no matter what, as long as they're not buried or dead. Sub level 4. Oh, our first one with poison. Alright, don't go into the poison, fellas. Let's get some of my little whiteys here. Yes, these are all Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights. That's what they sound like when they talk. That's my headcanon. Hello again, Davey! We're all so excited to watch this extremely mediocre movie with some unreasonably good animation. I almost sound like Carl Weezer. Destroy that, please. Okay, so I am a little bit unrealistically paranoid over these dead ends and stuff because I'm so used to Kaizo Pikmin. I've been watching those Let's Plays done by Hef. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. He's very entertaining. I'm a little worried I'm gonna run into like a raging Longlegs or something. I know I'm not, but the fear's still there. Once you see that playthrough, you can't unsee it. Now, what's up here? Was it buried again? Oh, that's right, it's up there, I think. So let's get the whites. Nope. I was wrong. Oh, wait, I think it's up there. Up. No? Okay. I'm getting closer over here. Oh, so it must be this way then. Oh, that's why. It's the mushroom. They haven't gotten it yet. I'm smart, I promise. Watch just... Oh. Right when I was going to say that, I was going to joke about watch. We're going to cut to a cutscene and it's going to be the water wraith coming down. If only it was like 3 seconds later so I could have made that little gaff. But no. No, 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 no. Where's the cave? Cave's down there. Think we're getting close to Snagrit Town. Who's ready? Favorite episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? If we're talking the TV show... Dang, that's a hard one. I'd say my favorite is, probably Jobs. That one had me in stitches. Not my girlfriend, though. That actually kind of scared her. And then if we're talking the web series, the 5th one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You'll end up with your teeth all gray. Alright, where's the Snagrit? Where's the there it is. Huzzah! Huzzah? Huzzah indeed! There we go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Show the Snagrit who's boss. I really wish I was good enough to one-cycle him, but hey, 2's not bad. And they're way less tougher in Pikmin 2 than they are in Pikmin 1. There's a knapsack. Ah, I wanted to not activate the cutscene. I wanted to see if there was a way to skip it. Oh, Dan's not here. I guess, technically speaking of Justice, because Justice is going to be joining me on stream at some point. Gosh, I know I'm definitely the Ross of our friend group. He's the Dan. No. Actually, no, he's kind of the Aaron. And then his sister is the Dan. I would say my girlfriend's Holly, but Holly does not deserve to be part of this group after what she's done. So, yeah, I guess... Barry? And yes, I am a Game Grumps fan. Had a little bit of a problem with them a little bit ago, but they fixed a lot of their problems. But they can never undo their Danganronpa playthroughs. Those were awful. And I love those games. Love them. And they did a terrible job. I've spoken about it at length before, so I'm not going to go into it here. But yeah, Pixar fan. He's made some great VTA not VTA animations, VeggieTales animations based on my impressions. And funny thing is, we didn't start off on good terms. Because back when I was doing my awful T on Blank series, and he found out I didn't like Noah's Ark, he actually threatened to kill me a couple times. Not joking. Not joking. And, you know, that was obviously when he was a kid and didn't know any better. So now that he's an adult, or close to an adult, we're definitely on better terms. I don't even know if he remembers that, but I do. And now we're done with the White Flower Garden, and I'm terrified of the Snagrit hole. I don't want to do that one. So there's not much to do for the rest of today. And I think I'm going to spend the rest of this day here farming up some Pikmin or some berries. Which there aren't any. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be farming some Pikmin then. Oh, wait, wait, wait. No, 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 that's not true. There are things to do. I need those white ones. There's a treasure here that's buried. I'll see if I can get that. Here it is, some flint beetle. If one's going to chase after that, it's fine, as long as he's back by dark. Is it in this one? Yep. Thought I hit that honey whisk for a second. I was like, wow, that was great aim. I wasn't even trying for that. And then, of course, that would have led me into a discussion of how come I can hit it when I'm not trying, but then when I'm trying, it can never seem to knock it. Here we go. Yes, gather more resources, more power. Find that you are mistaken about a great many things. That's right, there's a bridge over here. Yep. Pilgrim bulb. I'm sure some of these jokes translate better overseas. Yes, yes, Bananigans, I get it. Sun's going down. I have eyes, you know. Well, Olimar keeps his closed most of the time, kind of like Brock, so I don't know how he sees anything. Now let's get all our little Pikmin friends back to safety. I know you don't have to put them all away at the end of the day. I just prefer to do it so I can keep track of everybody. That, and also I think the ending cutscene is funny when Olimar's whistling for everyone to go back in the ship, but there's no one there and he just looks crazy. And that's all because of the president. Olimar is overworked. And oh, there he is. There's our friend. Friend! There you are. We got 9 seconds to go cause some trouble, Louie. Oh, now they grow. Okay. I see how it is. Fine, fine. I didn't even want any of those berries. I can last the whole game with this one spicy spray out of spite. Ah, exploration has stopped. Let's go back into the Hole of Beasts just for a little bit of sightseeing. What do you guys say? I'll bring you back a souvenir. Sound fun? Let's go in. Oh no, we can't go in. What a shame, what a shame. Pilgrim Bulb, Stone of Glory, Dream Architect. I thought it was Artifact. Wow. Okay. We have vastly improved our Pikmin numbers. That's right. Thank you, Mr. President. I voted for that guy. Alright. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you guys next time. And thank you very much for the super chats, the nice comments, and just showing your pretty faces here. I'm so happy to see all you guys, and take care, okay?